Here I have about 10 half-eaten, if that, donuts, and then directly across from me, a half-eaten box of crumble. I get a lot of questions asking how I do it. One, how I allow myself to buy these foods, how I don't overeat these foods, how I don't feel guilty after eating these foods. Part of me has always wanted to address it, but every single time I film something, like this is my third time sitting here trying to film this, every single time I start to film something, I start to ramble a little bit, but there was always something that I felt was holding me back. Not because I was uncomfortable, I'm more than comfortable talking about it. But last night I was thinking, and I finally came to the realization, it's because if you knew me like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I am not that same person. I've been on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to food. Once this was never allowed in my life, and then other times this was allowed and I would get like a full box of these every single day and eat it all in one sitting. A lot of people know me from that era, and that's all they know me as. So I feel like I've been scared to address it because I no longer associate myself with that version of myself, and I made it a point 2 years ago to really like dig that person into the ground. And ever since I decided that, I have never looked back. It's like talking about a toxic ex that you had like 3 years ago. It's not something you want to do. It's not something you want to think about. It's not something you no longer associate yourself with. But I get comments every single day, and so finally realizing that has made me more comfortable with talking about this online. I like get at a loss of words sometimes just because I truly don't know what to say. I literally have blocked out all of those years of my life and I have never revisited them, nor do I want to. But in response to all of your guys' questions, whatever you are struggling with, it does not last forever. Donuts were one of my steps back into food freedom. I would literally eat maybe 20 donuts a week because that is just what my body craved. I decided to just, give in to my cravings, and donuts was one of them. And eventually you will learn like, oh, like this really doesn't make me feel good. Sure, at first it's gonna be hard and you're gonna eat the whole thing and you're gonna feel like shit afterwards. And you might do it the next day and then the day after that and then the day after that. Eventually your brain will be like, okay, listen, like I don't feel good at all. I'm not craving these anymore. But when that happens, you have to say, yeah, I'm still allowed to have those things. That's the biggest thing. I allow myself everything. And I've just learned over time that like eating all of these isn't gonna make me feel good. Oh my gosh, I literally had to take a walk because I forgot where I was going. I told you guys, I rambled. The biggest thing that I learned from that period of my life is a lot of the control that stems from here is feeling out of control in your life. So whether it be, the people you have in your life not making you happy, the environment in your life not making you happy, you need to remove yourself from all of that toxicness, which is what I was saying in the beginning of the video. I literally just went cold on my life. I moved back home, I quit the cheer team, I no longer had roommates, and I just focused on me. My biggest issue was just my environment and the people in it. And the second I removed both of those things and actually focused on just feeling happy within myself, not trying to be her, not trying to do anything like that, is when I finally became her. And it's when I finally did things that made me happy inside and out. And whether that was, going to the gym 6 days a week, eating healthy meals, that made me feel so happy. But then if I wanted a donut, I was still allowed to have a donut. I'll try to wrap it up here because this video is getting long. But that's the biggest thing that I learned is it is something external that's causing you to cope with these things. So yeah, that's all. That's my TED Talk. Probably the only time I'm ever gonna address this stuff online because like I said, I just don't. As cliche as it sounds, I literally do not associate myself with who I was 2, 3 years ago. On that note, cheers.